Hi everybody, welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl and this is my channel, Tranquil Stitches. Today is Wednesday, February 12th, 2020, and this is my FlossTube episode number 89. I hope everybody's having a good day. Thank you so much for stopping by and visiting with me. I appreciate it. Today is actually my baby sister's birthday. She's 8 years younger than I am, and she's always teasing me that I'll always be older than she is. So I hope she has a wonderful day. So happy birthday, sis. So we've had a very eventful week here since I saw you last. We had some pretty heavy downpours last week, and as a result of that heavy rain, we had some pretty severe flooding in our area. And it was pretty scary because I live right across, literally across the road from the creek. And since we've lived here, the creek has never crossed the road. It's gotten up in the spring pretty high, you know, but it's never crossed the road. And this time it did. We got 3.5 inches of rain in less than 24 hours. So it crossed the road about 100 yards down the street here, and it was pretty scary because it was literally right level with the road and just a little bit below the bank in front of the house. So I was on edge most of the day. My husband is a volunteer firefighter, so he was called out and he spent the day monitoring things, making sure everybody was okay. When it crossed the road, it was so deep that you couldn't, it was impassable. You couldn't get through it. The creek was literally in the road. So we were blocked that way. We couldn't get out that way. And that way, there was some pretty substantial water in the road too. I was told that we were blocked either way. We couldn't get out. So that was scary to me. We have a hill behind us that we could, you know, evacuate to if we needed to. The railroad tracks are right there on the hill. So I wasn't concerned about, you know, getting out if we needed to. But the water would have to come across the road, up additional 2 feet where our underpinning is, and before it got in the house. So it would have to be a pretty substantial flood to get in my house. But what I was concerned about, our furnace is in the basement, and it's winter time and we need that furnace. So that was my major concern. I didn't want our furnace ruined. So thankfully the water started receding that evening, and it went down quite a bit before I went to bed. So I was thankful for that because I knew if more rain came, we had some room to play with there. So it was a little touch and go. Several areas near me weren't so lucky. There was a pretty substantial damage, flood damage, and I've got a slideshow at the end of the video to show you some of that damage, and it's pretty scary stuff. So this area is very prone to flooding. I remember back in 1977 we had a really, really bad flood, and my parents, we lived down in a holler, and my parents actually loaded all of us up in the truck, and we went on top of the hill from where we lived, where we could see over the hill to our house. And we went up there and spent the night because my mother was so afraid, because we, again, lived right on the creek bank. Well, she was afraid that the dam was going to break. We've got a dam about 3 or 4 miles up the road, and she was really scared that the dam was going to break, so she loaded us up, and thankfully it didn't, and thankfully we could go back home. But yeah, we've had some pretty scary times with floodwaters here, and I think it's just all of the mountain runoff, and then all the little streams and mountain streams running into the creek, and they swell and dump into the creek, and then the rain, and then, you know, it gets pretty scary. So, but it's just a part of it. And my neighbor kept assuring me, we're fine, we're fine. So she's lived there. She's never had water in her house. So she said, we're okay, we're safe. So that made me feel a little better. But yeah, it was still scary. So if you want to see that, I do have a slideshow at the end. So I wanted to share with you. So since we had a lot of rain and since it was just miserable outside, I got a lot of stitching done this week, and I wanted to share my whips with you. No finishes, but I do have some whips to show you. So first I'll show you my Daily 30, which is Joyful Summer by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I've stitched every day for 30 minutes. Embroidery.com is having their I Love to Stitch challenge, and I'm participating in that again this year. That is actually what started my Daily 30, stitching 30 minutes a day last year. So I just noticed I didn't bring anything to put, but typical FlossTube, you know, that's what we do. Anyway, I've stitched every day on this, and since I saw you last, I've stitched 8 days, 1,003 stitches. And this is, well, let me show you where it was before. And this is where it is now. I love these variegated flosses. I just did my own conversion, and they are just beautiful. I adore them. I'm stitching 1/2 on 36 count Demoiselle from Picture This Plus, which was a market release last year. So I'm loving that one. Absolutely. I do stitch a little bit past 30 minutes some days, but basically it's about 30 minutes. I can stitch about 100, 105, 110 stitches in about 30 minutes. So especially, you know, 1/2, because you don't have to untwist your threads, and, you know, it's a lot easier to do that. So my next project that I worked on was part 2 of the Bloomtopia Stitch Along from Fat Quarter Shop. Here is the chart. And I stitched part 2 on that one. And you can still get this chart. It is a charity stitch along for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So you have to go to the landing page in order to make your contribution to Make-A-Wish and get your chart. So it's released in 12 parts. And here's part 1. From last week, and I got part 2, and Sophie has contributed, I see, to part 2 my whip. 343 stitches in part 2. So there's where I am on that one. It's really coming together cute. I love it. So that's as wide as it is, and it goes down from there. So that's part 2 on Bloomtopia. Again, it's linked below if you're interested in participating in that. Now, another stitch along that Fat Quarter Shop is hosting is the Quilty Love stitch along. Now, this one is done in pinks, reds, and white in the model. And you know, it's designed for pink, red, and white. And this is the one I'm doing in Christmas colors. So here's where it was last week. And this week I got in 668 stitches in this one. And here's where it is now. So I finished this half of this one and put this one in, and I started the hearts. And I was talking to my husband. I said, do you think I should put the red same order as this row? And he said, no, start it with the green. So I'm going to do green, white, red, green, white, red on that row. So I am adoring it. I absolutely love the colors on the fabric and how they're popping. So again, that is another stitch along. I will link below for Fat Quarter Shop if you're interested in that pattern. So very, very, very satisfied with the way that one's looking. Okay, I worked on Spells by the Stitcherhood. This one is in the 2012 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue, and this is one of my Darktober 13 Darktober 13 starts that I had back in October. And here's where it was last week. And I should get a finish on that one this week, so I'm excited. This is 505 stitches, and there's where it is now. And again, I'm doing my own conversion, and that floss looks like cast iron to me, and I love it. So the only thing left is the rest of the border and the little green. I'm going to do some neon green, I think. Swirls coming up out of the cauldron. So that's cute. I really like it. So that's Spells. And then the last one I worked on is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. And this one was here the last time you saw it. I haven't worked on this one in a little while. I put in 514 stitches in this one. And I haven't pressed it, I apologize, but here's where it is now. Oops, hard to hold when they're not the Q-snap. So I finished this bird, and I put some more of this motif under the house, and then I got started on the tree on the other side. So that was 514 stitches. And again, that's my own conversion, and I chose to put a purple. I'd seen somebody do this on theirs, and I copied it because I love the idea of wondering what's going on in that witch's house in that room. So I put the purple in there. So that's Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. So that's my stitching for the week. 3,033 stitches. I stitched a lot. And so that's very good, very good. 3,033 stitches. Now on my Stitch My Hours, which is a personal challenge that I started back in December, and you're welcome to join in if you want to. There's a hashtag Stitch My Hours. And what it is I'm putting one stitch in for every hour that I've been alive. So I went back to my birthday. I was born at 11:45, 1/4 till midnight. So I didn't have much of a birthday before it was the next day. So I went back and I did some math, and I broke it down on a spreadsheet by week. And when I stitch a hunk of stitches, I'll plug them into the spreadsheet and keep track. So far, since December 1st, I've put in 16,785 stitches for 16,785 hours of my life. And I am up to 22 months old. Almost 2 months. I mean, almost 2 years old. So I've got the first 22 months of my life stitched. So that's pretty exciting. So loving that. I'm loving that. Okay. Now I had a little bit of retail therapy I wanted to share with you. So Crazy Annie's, I'm a member of her Lady Dot Finishing Pack Club, and she sends that out every other month. Well, we got January. The next month was March. She's preparing to go to market, so she wanted to get those out early because market is the 6th through the 8th of next month. It's coming up fast. I can't wait. So she sent those out early. So I got my March finishing pack, and this is Peachy Keen. Luscious cut. Look at that. And it's got all kinds of lace and ribbon and just different coordinating things to do some finishing in. This beautiful counting pen. Look at that. So pretty. Everything coordinates so beautifully. Lots of little finishing bits and bobs in there. So I love this club. Love it, love it, love it. So that arrived. Also, I was looking at some Super Bowl sales back during the Super Bowl, and I ran across Stitches and Things. They were having a Super Bowl sale, and it was really cool because everything was 20% off, and there was a very small window there to order. It was just the 1st and 2nd, I believe. And everything was 20% off. And then you chose, on your order, you chose who you thought was going to win the Super Bowl. So I actually thought the 49ers were going to win. I really did. But I was pulling for the Chiefs. So I chose the Chiefs. And, of course, the Chiefs won. So, if you chose the winning team, you got free shipping. So, I got free shipping. So, I ordered a bunch of Weeks Dye Works. And I wanted to show those to you. I'm not going to show them to you individually, but they are just luscious. Absolutely. Yummy, yummy, yummy. But I got these for $1.46 a skein shipped. So, yeah, I'm working on, I've got pretty much a full set of Gentle Arts, and now I want to start on my Weeks. So, there's what I got. There's 17 colors, and they're all just beautiful. Weeks are a little more variegated than Gentle Arts, and I'm not a very bright stitcher. I like the prim colors and the vintage colors, but these are called for in a lot of Blackbird designs and a lot of charts, so I do want a full set of those. So I got those. And also my friend Jackie at Cross My Stitches. If you're not tuning into Jackie, what are you doing? Jackie has a FlossTube, and she does tutorials. She does, she has the best ideas. She finds things online. She shares, and she's just a wealth of information. And I really like what she shares with the community. I will link her below, so go over and visit with Jackie. You'll love her. She's a sweetheart. But anyway, Jackie shared that she found a site, which I'm pretty sure, was it Crazy Annie's? I don't remember, Jackie. Was it Crazy Annie's? I think it was. Anyway, they had a very brief sale for a book that I've always wanted, and I just never picked up. Jackie let us know, she posted on Facebook, and she let us know that this book was on sale for $11 shipped. It's regularly like 30 bucks. And then you have to pay shipping on top of that. But this was $11. It is the Proper Stitch from Darlene Osteen. And this book I have wanted for quite a while. And I'm so happy that I have it. It is Annie's. Look at there. Annie's Cross Stitch. Duh. It's not Crazy Annie's. It's Annie's Cross Stitch. But anyway, this book is a wealth of information. It has specialty stitches in it, and it breaks down step by step by step how to do them. And it's fascinating. I love it. I love specialty stitches. I really enjoy, and I've noticed there's not many tutorials online of how to do specialty stitches. Some of the ones that are, very rarely used. So the illustrations in here will definitely help. I know that usually on the chart it tells you, but sometimes you need just a little more information and a little, I need broken down a little bit more. So this is very, very detailed about where to bring your needle up, where to put it down. It's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. So if you don't have this book, think about getting this book if you like specialty stitches, because this will guide you and help you in that. So, and thank you, Jackie, for sharing this, because I'm happy to add that to my stash. Absolutely. So that was my retail therapy. And, well, let me show you this. So did you know that Fat Quarter Shop now has vintage Lugana? They have Lugana. They have, which I'm excited about, they have 3 vintage colors. Look at there. This is Barley. This is Cloud. And the gray is Overcast. And it's 25 count Lugana. Isn't it beautiful? Look how, I just want to show you how even those holes are. It's like art fabric. They're just perfectly even, even weave. So let me, I haven't opened these yet, but I wanted to take this one out while we're talking so I can give you a feel for, I better not mess this video up because you can only open it once, right? So, ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's soft, it's pliable, it is, yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Such beautiful neutral. And Lori Holt, it's Vintage Cloth by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. And if you need a source for beautiful Lugana, yeah, definitely. So that is going to really come in handy. I'm going to find something to stitch on these. I love them. Absolutely love them. I mean, those, it's perfect. It's just perfect. And the colors are just yummy. So I can get that back in there. So I wanted to share that with you. So that's exciting. That's exciting that we have another source for Lugana now. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, now I think I've mentioned how blessed I am to be a part of this community. I have met some of the most amazing ladies in this community. It's just been unbelievable. And the generosity, it's overwhelming sometimes, you know, how we all share with each other and we all you know, just wrap our arms around each other and send a hug in the mail, and you just open it and you can't help but just get this stupid grin on your face, just feeling like somebody just hugged you, right? So I have a friend, and her name is Jody. Hi, Jody. Jody and I spar a lot. We go back and forth, and she has a very sarcastic sense of humor, and I am a queen of sarcasm. You know, I love it. And so Jody and I have a ball with each other, and she just has a wonderful sense of humor and a wonderful sense of just she's a beautiful soul. She's an absolutely beautiful soul. So I have to show you what Miss Jody sent me. She sent a package along, and she sent some things for the group, and inside the package she said, "These are for you." And I want to show you what she sent me. Y'all, I can't. Look. These are all Gentle Arts, because, you know, hashtag Gentle Art Junkie. She filled in so many that I was missing. I said, Jody, are you kidding me right now? Are you absolutely kidding me? She said she needed to destash because her daughter didn't want to deal with this because her daughter doesn't like overdyes. What, I mean, those words don't even make sense to me. But anyway, she's destashing, and she shared these with me. And I asked her if I could show them. I've just pet them. Now that I've shown them, I can put them in their new home with, you know, incorporate them in with mine. But I've had them right next to my stitchy spot, and I have just petted them constantly since I opened them, and I'm over the moon with them. So, Jody, I can't thank you enough, honey. Thank you so very much. Those will definitely come in very useful. Very useful. And I always pass, if I have 4 or 5 skeins of one color, I always pass those along too. And I try to share the love as well. So I'm just blessed. I'm blessed. And speaking of blessed, I also got a package from Kathy, who is Crafty Cat Stitcher. Again, if you're not watching Kathy, go do that. She's linked below. Kathy sent some things for the group too, and inside was this. I want you guys to look at that fob. Look. Oh. You know, I got a gorgeous fob from the other Kathy at To Dye House. That's been on my scissors since December. And of course, I've got probably 15, 20 pair of scissors. So this one will live on a special pair of scissors. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? I asked her if she sells them, and she doesn't. And I told her, I said, if you ever decide to, you let me know. So if she lets me know, I'll let you all know. But you can go, if she decides to sell them, she will announce it on her FlossTube too. And if you're subscribed to her and you're watching her, then you'll know if she does, right? I won't have to tell you. So thank you, Kathy. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. I also have been participating in a Valentine exchange at on Daily 30, and I have received a ton of Valentines, and each one has just brought the biggest smile to my face, and I want to share those with you. And what I'm going to do is insert some pictures here. So thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all those goodies. They are absolutely fabulous. I love every one of them. Each one has just been a little hug, and I have so enjoyed seeing those and opening those every day. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, last week we had a giveaway, and I had offered up this Rivaris chart, Daisy. And Daisy comes with the daisy charm and the lace to assemble it like they have it here. And I had asked you to tell me your favorite flower. And a lot of you did. And several of you said lilac, which is my favorite flower. I love lilacs. They're my absolute favorite. And right under that's a rose. So a lot of you said rose too, and daisies and sunflowers and carnations and tulips and just everything. Orchids, just everything was represented. So anyway, I will insert the video for the winner here. This is the drawing for the Daisy Rivaris chart. So let's see who wins and who has a favorite flower. The winner is Susie Q. Scott, 1954, and her favorite flower is the sunflower. Thank you, Susie, for entering. Thank you, everybody, for playing along. Congratulations, and I'll send you back to the video now. Congratulations, Susie Q. Scott, 1954. Congratulations. If you will email me, my email is below. I will be happy to get your chart out to you. So thank you everyone for participating in that drawing, and we'll do something again very soon. So thank you very much. Now, as you know, I did a series of videos where I chose my mania starts for this year. And when I got to number 20, I gave you a choice of 3 charts, and I let you all vote on which one you thought I should start, which was a lot of fun. 300 comments. 300 comments. Votes. It was amazing. I've never had that many comments on one of my videos. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your input. And I can tell you that it was pretty close between 2 of them. I'm not going to tell you who got it because I'm going to do a video and put it out there. And you'll have to watch that video to find out which one won. So since they were separate videos, I think it should be a separate video to announce which one got the most votes and that I'll be starting. And I know I said that starts 17 through 20 were only if I got my whip pile down, but since you all chose start 20, I will definitely be starting that for Mania. I'll probably move it up and move one of the other choices down, but hopefully I'll have enough finishes to where I can start all 20 in May. So keep an eye out for that video. It will be coming. I'm going to record it right after this. So I will pop that up there. I'm sorry. I hope you didn't hear that. Penny is not feeling good. She's got a little bit of a cough. I think she's that rain and she's not feeling good. So I love her heart. I want to shout out first of all Joy-Filled Stitcher, Annie, and I'm going to tell you what, Annie is joy-filled, and she is just a joy to visit. I really adore watching her. I will link her below. She has lots of beautiful projects going, and she's just super sweet and super uplifting and fun, and she's smiling all the time, and she's just a sweetheart. And so I will link Annie below, Joy-Filled Stitcher. So I think that's all I have for you today. So until we see each other next week, well, or my Mania video if you want to watch that. So I wish you the best. We've got more rain coming today, so y'all keep us in your thoughts because it's supposed to be heavy downpours. We're under another flash flood warning this evening into tomorrow morning. So keep us in your thoughts there, and my thoughts go to anyone who's been affected by these rains. And it's like spring is here already, and it's only February. So and I won't see you again before Valentine's Day. So have a happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy special time with your loved one, your family. And until I see you next week, happy stitching.